Hello guys, over here in the actual event. So anybody can do this business, even when you're exhausted and you make mistakes. So every other time I attempt to do a live, I actually do something wrong. So I did start this on my personal page, which was a mistake. But I want everybody to have that information and know where I'm actually going to be. So I'm starting over and repeating the 5 minutes that I just did on my personal page. So thank you everyone if you've been hanging around and wondering what's going on in the event. And thank you for everyone that joined me on my page. Much appreciated. So again, I'm going to start over here in the appropriate place with this class that is called Healthy Curves. So I got this from a book by Dr. Venus Salime, who is a kinesiologist and a naturopathic doctor and a studied chiropractor. And she created this book called Healthy Curves, 15 Natural Ways to Dissolve Fat and Cellulite. And so I've gotten some of the major tips from this book. I did this class in person here in Michigan last month. But for those that didn't make it, or for those that are out of state, I'm redoing the class. So as you guys know, when I do one of these classes on Facebook, it is a PowerPoint presentation, and therefore I cannot see any of the comments. So feel free to have any questions, make any comments that you want, but I will hang around. I usually get through these presentations in 30 minutes or less. And so the class is open for after that, and I'm available to answer any questions. So again, this is Tashina Gonzalez with Vida Activa. If you do not know me, love sharing this type of information. I have weekly classes, and I appreciate you guys all being here. And for all of you that were patiently waiting for the first 8 minutes that I did not share this in the appropriate place. As you come in, feel free to share this with the other people. It's probably a topic that most women are interested in, and probably some men over 30 also want to know how to dissolve fat. So please share this with whomever. As you drop in, please let me know where you are checking in from, where you are saying hi from, what city, state, country that you may be watching us from. So the first and foremost is, are you a part of the Young Living family, and why? So the majority of the things that I share come from very reputable sources, are official articles from websites, and or sources that have been giving to me from Young Living. And I just cannot express how much it has accelerated my learning, having access to someone like this doctor. Even in the past month, the caliber of education that I have had in 2-day trainings from different doctors and motivational speakers is just unprecedented. And so, yes, we talk about oils because they are so powerful. And we talk about products and having a diffuser so that you can be toxic free. But what really accelerates all that is the access that you have in the education system when you're a part of the Young Living family. So if you're joining us today and you're not part of the Young Living family, as soon as this class is over, I want you to contact the person that invited you so that you can join us. So here is Dr. Venus. Again, I actually met her this summer at our large convention, and she encouraged me to get a couple of her books. The other book that I bought from her is the one that I'm showing in this picture here. And the one that we're going through today, I've taken the major points from that. And hopefully I'll have some upcoming and very unique classes from the second book that I'm showing here in the picture. So this class was so much more fun when we did it in person because I was giving things away. So I had available to give away a dry brush. And so this is 2 of the techniques that she talks about: dry brushing and kneading and going. So you can see some of the tools that can be used to do that in the picture. So dry brushing stimulates the lymphatic system, which lies very close to the skin. Massaging helps toxins be circulated and eliminated for release. In order to make this even more effective, you can use a fat-burning massage oil. Apply gentle yet firm pressure with the pegged side of the brush in order to knead or goad, which can be helpful in breaking up stubborn areas of cellulite. So the brush that you see on the left there, usually on the other side of it, they have these pegs. So that's what it's referring to. I'm super excited to do this class again, just because a lot of these techniques I've still not yet implemented. So I have my dry brush. Haven't been using it that much, but I'll have more time off and, practicing getting back into my self-care and everything. So I'm super excited to implement this a little bit more. Infrared sauna. This is another technique for natural ways to burn fat and dissolve cellulite. So this technique has been around for years, used by ancient Egyptians, Romans, when it came to their steam baths, and American natives have used heat and sweat to release toxins. Now, I have not yet used infrared saunas, but I did look some up, and I hope to, within the next 6 months, put this on my list of completed items. So infrared saunas instantly generate sweat and release toxins at a higher percentage of your traditional sauna that you would come across like in your local gym. So at a percentage of 15 to 20% versus 3%. And other benefits besides the release of toxins coming from an infrared sauna are also increased cardiovascular health, produces calm, boosts your white blood cells, and immune system. So we mentioned using fat-burning oils. And there are lots of healthy oils and essential oils that you can use as natural ways to release toxins and thereby reduce fat and cellulite. So Cellulite Magic is a great pre-made blend for smoothing skin. And then the book has several fat burning blends. So one that I did right here to share with you guys is called Dr. Phoenix's Fat and Toxin Buster Massage Oil. So that has grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, orange essential oil, tangerine essential oil, lemon essential oil, grapefruit essential oil, mandarin essential oil, cypress essential oil, lemongrass essential oil, and cedarwood essential oil. In the book, it will have specific benefits for each of the oils that are used in this recipe, as well as several other recipes that you can use. Rehydrate and dietary changes. So anytime that you hear me do a class or anytime that you hear me do a live, you're going to hear me talk about dietary changes. So this whole entire month, I've been doing an amazing series on natural ways to support different autoimmune diseases. And we always start out talking about the foods that you must avoid and the foods that you must add into your diet in order to support yourself naturally. So this is your first line of defense. Drink a sufficient amount of water. What is a sufficient amount of water? 50% of your body weight plus 20 ounces every single day. Plus, if you have any drinks that are dehydrating to you, such as you're drinking a lot of coffee or any other drinks that may be dehydrating to you, then you're going to need to replace that with water as well. Drink fresh juices in the morning, not store-bought juices, but freshly squeezed or created whole fruit juices. Consider doing a juice cleanse. So this is something that I do on a fairly regular basis to reset my body, is a juice cleanse. Other important dietary changes, making it a lifestyle, and things that you need to do on a regular basis if you want to reduce fat and cellulite in your body. You need to make sure you increase your soluble fiber, avoid simple sugars, eliminate alcohol and caffeine, avoid regular table salt, drink homemade bone broth, and do not eat pre-made foods which are high in sodium. And you can also try intermittent fasting. Simply Google intermittent fasting. There are so many resources out there. Most of the fitness trainers that I'm friends with, that I see on a regular basis on Facebook, are promoting and teaching intermittent fasting. Dr. Jason Fung, who you can find on YouTube, promotes this as a definite and clear way to support individuals that are clinically obese and suffer from that, as well as for managing diabetes in addition to the things that are recommended from their doctor. So look into intermittent fasting and detoxify with healthy smoothies. So once again, there are several recipes in the book of smoothies that will help you detoxify your body. Hot and cold shower therapy. So this actually was mentioned in one of the trainings that I had received actually at my day job about one of the ways to make sure your body is stimulated, doing this in the morning so that you can be a high performer. And once again, I have not really tried to do this. We'll see. Once winter hits, I have to make sure that I'm very cautious with my body, because as you guys know from one of the lives that I did recently, one of the autoimmune diseases that I suffer from is eczema. So making sure that I take care of my skin and that it's balanced can sometimes be a little bit of a struggle for me when it's cold outside. And so I have not tried this yet, but hopefully when I feel super stable and ready, then I will. But this is the benefits you can see over here. A hot shower will relax your muscles, lower body tension, alleviate migraines, reduce swelling, reduce anxiety, act as a nasal congestion, remove toxins from the skin, open pores, and cleanse the skin. And it's good to do at night. A cold shower will stimulate your immune system, increase alertness, prevent colds. It can act as an antidepressant towards your hormones, accelerate your metabolism, free up your mind, tighten the skin, reduce hair loss, and it's good to do in the morning. However, this particular shower therapy that is mentioned in the book and what was mentioned by the speaker that I heard that talked on this is to do it alternating when you take a shower. So use hot water for the first 2 to 3 minutes, wet your entire body comfortably, then slowly increase the temperature to as hot as you can tolerate. Next, turn the temp down to the coldest setting you can tolerate for 20 seconds. Then return to the hottest tolerated temp, trying to get a bit hotter than the first time. Alternate back and forth for 3 times and around 10 minutes. So that is about that is the recommended hot cold shower therapy, the back and forth that was recommended again by a high performance coach speaker, as well as in the book. Rebound exercise. So I have a few friends who engage in this. I don't own one yet, but this is another thing that's in my list of things to purchase in the next 6 months. In February, I usually get a raise and a bonus, so I always bless myself with some stuff. So this is going to go in my list. So what are the benefits, the health benefits of a rebounding? So it's just jumping on a small trampoline. It increases white blood cells, stimulates your lymphatic system, detoxifies, boosts energy, improves digestion, improves varicose veins, weight loss, prevents cancer, builds bone mass, and reduces cellulite. So this is just a separate, it's just, a graphic that you can see that I grabbed. And, it mentions all the things that we've been talking about: lymphatic system, detoxify, energy, reduce cellulite. So get yourself a small little trampoline, turn up your favorite music, and bounce away. Start with 3 to 5 minutes 3 times a day and try to work up to a 15 to 20-minute session. Deep breathing. So this is something that's been mentioned all over the place. So making sure you engage in some deep breathing on a daily basis to reduce your stress levels is also one of the good techniques to help make sure that you are burning fat and reducing cellulite. So when doing deep breathing, you want to breathe from your abdominal, hold your breath in for 20 seconds, exhale for 10 seconds, repeat for 10 times. Why is this going to be helpful? because it will stimulate your lymphatic system. Inversion therapy. So inversion therapy is, like you can see in the picture, basically being some way, somehow, pretty much upside down, or at least with your head lower than your feet. So if you are skilled enough to do what you can see in the picture, you can do that. You can also use the wall as a support, or you could purchase an inversion table. You can find instructions, just Googling it, on how to do it at home. The benefits are it decompresses the joints of the body, which stimulates the lymphatic and circulatory system. It brings up blood and oxygen, which helps clear the muscles of toxic buildup. So I do use this occasionally, and I will use a wall support usually when I do it. But again, this is going to be on my list of things to add on a more regular basis during these winter times in order to stimulate my lymphatic system. And then 3 other things that she mentioned is to recolonize the gut flora, use intestinal toxin binders, and to do herbal cleanses on a regular basis. So recently, with a group of health and wellness individuals that we chat on a regular basis and share with each other, we did do a herbal cleanse. We did our cleansing trio kit that we have. So as you can see, that includes Comfort Tone, Essential Zymes, and ICP. So this is a system that is going to improve your overall gut health because it has herbs, it is rich in vitamins, minerals, enzymes, amino acids, fiber, and essential oils. So after doing it, you will have new energy and improved sense of well-being. So it's going to actually do all 3 of the things that are mentioned, those 3 things that we need to do in order to burn fat and reduce cellulite. It has things that will recolonize your gut flora. It has some intestinal toxic binders, and it has lots of herbs in addition to the minerals, vitamins, enzymes, amino acids, and essential oils that are going to be beneficial for your health. So if you have never done a herbal cleanse, this is something else that I've been doing for a while, herbal cleanses, then it may be time for you to try a herbal cleanse. I do try to do this every 3 to 6 months for sure. The other thing that you want to incorporate immediately and every day is a very good probiotic. This is super important for your immune system and your gut health. And so the one that I take on a daily basis is Life 9. So this is a high potency probiotic that combines 17 million live cultures from 9 beneficial bacteria strains. It helps to support gastrointestinal health and could promote a favorable gut flora. So if you guys have heard my story before, one of the things that I struggled with was having gut issues. And so making sure that I incorporate these into my health regimen has made a world of difference for me. And that is the information and the techniques that I want to share with you. Again, there's an entire book on this that goes into more detail. And so we talked about, if you're not yet part of the Young Living family, that is your first step. Go ahead and get your premium starter kit, and then use the products that we talked about here, the products such as Cellulite Magic, some of those other essential oils that may not come in your premium starter kit, that cleansing trio, the probiotics. Put those things on your wish list. And then what is the best way to order that after you have those on your wish list? Well, the best way to order that is through our monthly optional auto ship program called Essential Rewards. And that program, you get 10% back in points for your first 3 months and 20% back in points thereafter. Plus, as you can see in the graphic, you get free gifts every 3 months. And so if you're already part of the Young Living family, then you're going to want to put some of these things on your essential rewards. And if you're not yet part of the Young Living family, you can use your first order as part of essential rewards and then get some of the things that we have discussed as part of your wish list for your following month, your second month of essential rewards. And so let's stay in touch if we are not yet. If you were invited to this class by someone else, please follow me on YouTube. I have over 400 videos in there, 100 of which are in Spanish, about all topics of health and wellness. Again, this month I am completing a series on natural ways to deal with autoimmune diseases. And so I've got a lot of great information about reducing pain and inflammation and dealing with a couple so far. And I will be going over 2 more before the month is over. You can also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at SweetCanela5. On Facebook, my name is just Tashina Gonzalez, but I am close to maxed out on friends. So you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook to see the lives that I do and to know when I have my classes. If you're not yet following my business page on Facebook, vidaactiva.life, please do that immediately. That's where all my classes are, online and in person here in the Michigan area. Twitter is at Sweet Canela. And if I am the individual that invited you to this class, and you can hop on my website if you need very specific information, because I just quickly went over these products. So if you want to know the ingredients in Cellulite Magic, if you want to know exactly what's in the cleansing trio, obviously send me a DM, but you can also hop on my website and look up those ingredients as well. If someone else has invited you to this class, then please, please, please get back with them with any questions that you have. And then continue your education. So I'm an extrovert. We love doing in-person classes. We love seeing your beautiful faces. So this week's class that we have this Friday, November 22nd, 7 p.m., we are having an amazing mindful movement class. So please join us for this Disconnect to Reconnect class. It'll be at the Collective at True North, and you can see the address there in Detroit, Michigan. You want to get your tickets as soon as possible because they are more expensive at the door. And so what do you get with that $20? With that $20, you are helping cover the cost of renting this amazing studio. You will get some samples of essential oils to take with you. You are getting a glass of wine, Ninja Mimosa. You are getting some snacks. So that is what the cost is covering, and it is more than worth it for the emotional release and the stress relief and the amazingness that you are going to feel after this class. So you will find that class on my business page. If you cannot find it, please immediately send me a direct message so that we can make sure that you join us this Friday. After that, my next Facebook class is going to be one in Spanish. So next month, I am going to be focusing on balancing healthy emotions. So we are going to have several classes that have to do with that. My first one is going to be on Facebook in Spanish for all of my Spanish speakers. So make sure they know about that. We're going to do that exact same class in English Saturday, December 7th at 3:30 in Pontiac, Michigan, at Sprout Fresh Food Store, which is a nonprofit that we love for people to walk into and know about their cause and what they're doing. So please share that class as well. And then we are going to have essential oils for greater confidence, clarity, and joy. And we're going to talk about the Aroma Freedom Technique a bit, how to use essential oils to help with those emotions and taking them to the next level once you've balanced them. And it's really going to clarify what we've done in the Friday Disconnect to Reconnect class. So that's going to be an amazing class for you. So with that, I am going to close this out. I am going to hop on and see if there's any questions, as well as see where everyone is joining from, and share this with all the people that have been interested. I greatly thank you all for your patience and your kindness, and for have an amazing evening, guys. Bye.